Hey YouTube. I know why you here. You know why you here. Cause you wanted to figure out how MK secured the sugar daddy. Cause guess what? I know you secretly want one too. And I'm gonna tell you how to get them. So this is my little story time with MK. And if you follow these methods, you can secure a sugar daddy and secure that bag, honey. Let me tell you. So y'all know I love social media, right? If it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, I'm on it. If they come out with something new, I'm on it. Cause I used to be on Crush Spot back in the day. I love social media. It's like past my time. Like whatever. I'm texting. I need one. So I'm in the middle of a text message. I'm switching over to Facebook to figure out, to see the little funny post for the day. Like I just love social media. Can't even stay off of it, honey. So, y'all know I'm on Twitter for everything, for a little jokey joke, little laughy laugh. And one day I'm scrolling, just scrolling my timeline, just scrolling. And I see a little post from this guy. He said he didn't call him a sugar mama on Twitter. He posted the little updates, the text message. She done sent him some money on Cash App. So I'm thinking to myself like, dang, how can I get in on that? So you know what I did? I hopped on top of his tweet and I said, I need a sugar daddy. Twitter, do your thing. And guess what Twitter did? You right. Twitter did its thing. Because next thing I know, about 15 sugar daddy typed in my DMs like, hey, baby, what's good? I'm trying to be your sugar daddy. All this little mumble jumble. Now, at first, I'm like, no, whatever. I was just joking, because it never turns out the way you want it to turn out. Sugar daddies they just be wanting all the sugar these days. I need a sugar daddy that don't want no sugar, honey. Like, if you want some sugar, you ain't the one for me, because, honey, these goods stay on lock. My goodies, not my goodies. Like, that's me. So I'm just reading the DMs, kikiing and replying back to a select few. So I noticed they trying to lowball me like, yeah, I'm gonna give you an allowance $300 a week. And I'm just like, no, that's just too low. So some of them going up to $650 a week. Some of them going up to $800, $900 a week. And I'm like, okay, this is my little ballpark range. I can do $800, $900 a week or whatever. Then they start like, okay, well, let's just do mobile to mobile transfers. Promise me you're gonna be only my sugar baby. I can take care of you for the rest of your life. And I'm lying like, you're the only one for me. I promise. You're the only one that can take care of me. You know I'm lying. I'm gonna get about 4 sugar daddies because the money gonna add up. If I get $600 a week from you, $800 a week from him, $700 a week from him, I even throw in a sugar mama. But I get $600 a week from her. That's gonna add up. So why would I just be like, okay, well, I'm gonna settle for $800 a week? What I'm gonna do with that? And no. So anyway, they get to ask them like, oh well, what's your bank account information? I don't want to do Cash App or PayPal. So I'm like, pause. That's a red flag. Never give anybody your bank information. They even try to tell you like, well, you can take all of your money out of your bank account. You can just have a bank account just for me and you. They are lying, honey. Never give anyone your bank account. Never. And then on top of that, I'm just like, it ain't even worth it. You're going to try to scam me for my bank account information. And you think I'm going to give it to you for $300 a week? How stupid do you think I am? Got to be really stupid. Anyway, so as time goes on, Gavin pops into my DMs. Gavin. So Gavin is little honey bunny. That's just what I call him. And I can tell you his name because there's no way you guys are ever going to find Gavin. So he pops in my DMs like, listen, you are very pretty. I want to take care of you for the rest of your life. And I'm just like, okay, well, sure, no problem. Same thing I done told everybody else at this point. And he like, so we're getting to talking, and he's like, what do you do? I'm lying. I'm like, yeah, I do this and that. What do you do? He's like, I'm an architect from Florida. Oh, okay, cool. No problem. You have money. You're an architect. So he's like, so we were talking. He's like, you're pretty cool. I like your personality. I'm just going to go ahead and send you some money today because, you know, I really feel like this could work. So I'm like, okay. So he's like, well, I'm leaving work in about 10 minutes. I'm going to drive over to the Walgreens in Western Union. Western Union? No, mobile to mobile transfers? I was like, okay, this is legit. Like, I was in at this point. So he sends me a picture of him driving to the Western Union, like at the Walgreens. So he says, like, well, what's your last name and the city you're in? So I tell him, and he's like, okay, I'm sending it over right now. 10 minutes later, Gavin sends me a receipt. It has his name, his address, my name, and my city and state on there. And guess how much he sends me? You would never guess. $1,800. So he sends me $1,800 and it costs $58 to send me $1,800. So I'm like, okay, this is legit the real deal. So he's like, okay, you can go pick up your money whenever you're ready. But y'all know I hate buts. What is the but? So he said he covers up the last four of the tracking number. Okay, no problem. He like, I want to see if I can trust you. I said, babe, you know you can trust me. Lying again. So he says, in order for me to trust you, I want you to, you know, do something so small and insignificant, but I just want to see if you're down for me and just only me. So I said, okay, no problem. What is it? He says, I want you to run down to your local Walgreens or, you know, your Walmart or something like that and grab a $20 game card for my son. You know, something so small. I said, okay, what kind of game does he play? So he sent me the picture of the card that he wants me to buy. Now, this is a red flag because if you just sent me $1,800, you can just buy the $20 game card for your son. You could have said do something else in the world, but a game card. So I told him, like, oh, I'm having family night, knowing I was just at home laying down. And he said, okay. I said, I'll send it in the morning. He said, okay, that's fine. So he wasn't acting pressed at all. So we say our good nights. It was a quick good night because I don't care. So I'm like, okay, just a question. Why a game card? You know, I'm trying to pick his brain to figure out why was the game card so significant to you. He's like, because I feel like it was so small. You wouldn't have a problem doing that. So I didn't want to ask you for anything big. You know, I just want to establish trust between me and you. So I'm like, okay, well, I understand. No problem. I'll get it first thing in the morning and send it over to you. So as time goes on, I'm just thinking about the transaction and everything that happened, the conversation between me and Gavin. You know, it wasn't a huge conversation, but it wasn't like a small conversation. No one should send a stranger $1,800 on a matter of 10 minutes. You know, maybe it's an hour of just a little texting. I'm half texting. So I get to scanning the receipt. I'm looking over. You know me, I'm a detective. I can find your mama's, auntie's, uncle, sister, cousin, baby daddy, niece, little sister, cousin on any social media. I'm a detective and I'm on the way. If you need me, I'm there, period. Like, I can find out any information. So I get to Googling like 30 Western Union receipts. And I'm like, okay, and I'm comparing the receipts. And I'm trying to see, like, okay, if he got this receipt off of Google or anything like that, couldn't find it. So I'm like, okay, this is legit a receipt. So once I'm scanning the receipt over it, I'm like, okay, something isn't right, Amber. Just look deeply. So I'm just looking over the receipt, and because I looked at so many Western Union receipts, something is a little off to me. And I finally found out what it was. The receipt was legit a fake. The font on the receipt was different. Every font was different, where he would put his name, Gavin Wright. The day's date, it was September 9th. He made sure he put it both in English and Spanish like a Western Union receipt would. And then my name wasn't in capital letters, and Detroit, Michigan was not in capital letters at all. So I quickly realized, like, okay, this is a fake Western Union receipt. And then if so, where are the numbers to your Western Union number? Like there's numbers at the top, like of a customer number, things like that. That was blurred out on the receipt as well. So I'm like, if you just sent this receipt over, you wouldn't have time to blur all of these things out, make all these, make all of these different changes and differences in the receipt. So I'm getting down to the bottom of it. I'm like, oh no, you're not going to scam me for a $20 game card, Gavin. So what I did was I actually looked up the address. It's in Inlet Bluff Drive in Florida. I'm not going to say like the exact numbers on the address because, but I looked up the address. Very beautiful house. But guess what? The house belonged to the Crawfords. Janice Crawford, Marie Crawford, and someone else. No one named by the name of Gavin Wright belongs at that address. So what I think come to the conclusion of, if you're an architect, architects make a lot of money. Why isn't your house in your name? And why isn't your name and part of the people that live, the residents that live in this house? So completely a scammer. Then at that point, I Googled the name Gavin Wright. I'm like, okay, well, let's just keep on going, give him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I Googled Gavin Wright. Google never fails me, right? So once I Googled Gavin Wright, guess what popped up? Gavin Wright is a 42-year-old murderer from Kansas. Why would you choose that name, sir? Are you a murderer, a sex trafficker, or what? Like, him and 3 other guys killed somebody in Kansas, baby. Like, I said, I am too outdone. So you are out here scamming girls for game cards, trying to be their sugar daddy. Like, I just don't understand. Like, why is that something that you do? So you search up the word sugar daddy all day on Twitter just to hop in people's direct messages, let them think that you're sending them fake money, and so they can send you game cards in return. And then once you get that game card, you block them. So after that, as I found out all the information that I needed to know, I messaged him and I just ripped a hole in him. Like, this is what I found out. Your last name isn't Crawford. This is a fake receipt. Everything is wrong with this receipt. Things like that. And then, you know what he says? I'm just so irritated with you that you just don't trust me. You can have the last 4 digits of the tracking number. It's not that serious to me. I'm an architect. I make a lot of money. Now you want to have attitude because you wanted to scam me? Listen, honey, because we can go there. So I said, I'm irritated that you're a liar and a scammer. He's like, so he sent me the tracking. It's like an updated tracking. He was like, your money is there. You can go pick it up. All you had to do was simply give me the numbers on the gaming card and you could have had $1,800. I said, you know what? How about this? You send me the last 4 digits of the tracking number and I'll send you the entire numbers on the game card right now. He said, well, send me the first 4 numbers of the game card. I'll send you the last 4 digits of the tracking number. And then you can just send me the last 4 of the game card. And then you can have the $1,800 and you can be my sugar baby. Sir, who do you think is stupid? So I said, you know what? No, my idea or no idea, or I'm done. He said, I'm going to send you the entire receipt when I get home. I'm just at work right now working on a project. I said, I can wait. You know how long it's been since I heard from Mr. Gavin Wright? Since September 10th. He is a liar, ladies and gentlemen. Like, it is like people are scamming out here. So that's how I thought I secured a sugar daddy. These people, they do anything for your banking information, your bank account numbers, all of that, game cards. Do not give anybody your information. Do not give anybody anything before they give you anything. Like, that's just not, sugar babies do not put out first. Understand that. So, with that being said, I did not secure a sugar daddy, and I just wasn't that stupid to get scammed. Scamming is fun when you're the one that's receiving something, but when you're the one that has to give something, no bueno. So if you're looking for a real sugar daddy, I have a few sites for you. Sorry I couldn't be of more help, but you can go to seekingarrangements.com, or you can go to sugardaddy.com, daddy DADDIE.com, or you can just type in Google Sugar Daddy, and about 10 reliable websites are going to pop up for you, and you can just sign up there, verify yourself. All the sugar daddies are already verified, and get that check, honey, because Twitter is not the way to go. And with that being said, I learned my lesson. So if you have any comments or anything, any tips, put them in the comments below. And, you know, as always, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to like and subscribe to AmK's TV. And let's see. So I'll have a few announcements. It's almost chapstick and lip balm season because Fine Girl Fall is almost here. So we will be releasing our chapsticks and lip balms in about 2 weeks. And of course, lip gloss is here. So because the season is changing, lip gloss will go from $4 down to $3 because 3 is the magic number. Okay. So like I said, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in a bit for episode 3. Love you all.